I was going to go back to Connecticut. Face my brother, demand to know the truth. But I'm not going to do that now. I mean, Charles and I, we share much the same blood. Even if Kathy was telling the truth, what difference does it make anyway? They're my sons. I'm going to raise them as my sons. Well? Don't you have anything to say?
Good servant, not burden master with oriental wisdom.
So, that's what it's about. Well, do you suppose you might be willing to accept a humble Occidental apology? I'm ready to admit it, Lee. I was wrong, you were right. Well, what do you say? Start packing the house, Lee. We're moving.
Moving? Where?
I don't know. I only know I can't live here. Too many ghosts creeping around this place. And besides, I just haven't got the heart for farming anymore.
Because your brother's a farmer?
Maybe. Whatever the reason, I want to live in town.
Which town?
Now, don't worry, not Monterey. I told you she no longer holds the slightest fascination for me. Salinas, I think. I want to raise my boys in a place where they can attend good schools, go to church on Sunday, have other children to play with. Yes. We're going to buy a house in Salinas. You are at...
Oh, my God. Is that Cal?
Cal!
Cal!
Don't jump. Don't jump.
Hi. You mind if I hang around?
That's not one bit funny, Caleb Trask.
My friends call me Cal. But you, ma'am, you may call me Caleb.
For cripe's sake, Cal, would you get lost?
I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Forgive me for losing my temper in public, Aaron, but I'm convinced that your brother is a complete lunatic.
That's just what I've been trying to tell you, Abra. You don't want to marry into this family. We come from a long line of mental derangement. There's our grandmother. Drowned herself in the middle of the night in her go-to-meeting dress.
It was an accident, Cal.
Then there's our Uncle Charles.
Whom you've never met.
He's in Connecticut. Bites off the heads of live chickens. And then there's our mother.
Our mother's dead. She's buried back east.
That's what everybody says. Most everybody.
If you want to listen to rumors and filthy gossip, that's quite up to you, but Aaron and I aren't interested in that sort of thing.
What are you interested in? Besides holding hands and swapping spit?
He stood there in the middle of the street singing Amazing Grace in a very sacrilegious way for everyone to hear, profaning a sacred hymn, defiling the gospel of the Lord.
Is that true, Cal?
Aaron says so. It must be true. Aaron never lies.
Then he insulted Abra and I in a most disgusting way.
Me, Aaron. Abra and me. Direct object, remember? No wonder you're not passing English.
Is that so, Aaron?
It is not so. I'm doing fine, just fine. He's trying to put you off the subject.
You know something, Father? You never have told us how you got that scar.
I did tell you. I got it in the Indian Wars.
Yes, but was it a gunshot or an arrow? What battle was it? Did you get the guy that did it to you?
Why don't you want to talk about those things?
Can we stick to the subject, please? Father, I want you to tell him to stay away from Abra and I.
Your brother has made a fair point, Cal.
Thank you.
Why must you persist in being such a off, horse.
Maybe it's something I inherited. Maybe it's in my blood.
Lee? Lee? Why is it I never have a clean shirt when I... Thank you. Cal, perhaps you ought to think about finding a girl of your own.
Where's he gonna find one that'll live in a tree? Ha ha.
Well, if you did, there's no reason I can't.
You wanna know the truth? I say he's jealous. Aha. No, I think he likes Abra, and I think he always has.
Oh, skinny old thing like that? I wouldn't have her naked on a plate.
Caleb, I want you to apologize to your brother this minute.
No, sir. I won't do that.
And go to your room. Don't bother coming down for supper.
Cal didn't mean anything by that, Father. I don't think you ought to...
Did you hear me? Cal?
Yes, sir.
Cal's not having supper. I'm not either.
Do you think we would have done better to have raised hogs, Lee?
Well, as I understand it, hogs have a shorter rutting season than boys. I just don't know how long you can go on lying to them.
Did you steal those?
Lee snuck them up for us.
Thanks.
What's your problem? You're not using the quadratic formula. Negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a.
Thank you.
Want me to finish it for you?
Nah, that's... be like cheating. I'd better do this. I sure don't know what I need all this stuff for.
College!
Yeah.
Me? I'll probably just end up a farmer. You, Aaron. Your father's bright and shining star. He expects you to go to Stanford, you know, and reinvent the wheel.
I'm not going to be a scientist or doctor or anything like that. I have a much higher calling in mind.
What's that, aviator?
That's not funny, Cal.
Guess not. Except once we get into this war, there's going to be a lot of jobs open for aviators.
President Wilson is not going to take us into any godless European war, Cal.
I'm tired. I'm going to turn in.
Good night. shut up. Cal! Cal Trask, wait up. It's me. It's Tom Hamilton. Remember? Son of Sam Hamilton. Remember, I used to come out to your place in King City.
Right.
Well, how are you? How are your folks? Your dad, your brother.
Fine.
Huh?
They're real fine.
Good. Hey. Hey, what up? Hey, how come you're out so late? Does your pa know you go wandering around town at night, huh?
Sure he does. Hey, Tom. When I see him, I'll say you said hello.
Okay. Okay, hey, Cal! Ask your pa to see, remember, me and my brothers dug up a star on the day you're born.
You were there?
Star fell out of the sky. A great blinding light. And then shrieking of seabirds. And then a thunderous explosion as it hit the water. You know? Oh. And then silence.
The scar. Tom, you were gonna tell me about how my father got that scar on his shoulder.
You told me you knew the whole story.
I do. He told me the whole thing. Do you think my father would keep that a secret? It's just, I forgot that part.
Oh. Well, that's where she shot him. Before she ran off.
Then she is alive.
Sure.
Why'd she do it?
Who knows?
Tom, where was it you said she was living?
I didn't. Besides, you said you knew.
I do. I do. She's living in Connecticut. That's where my Uncle Charles lives. He lives in a cave.
Wrong. This is it. My brother's company.
No, what I wanted to say was, she wanted to go to Connecticut. Then she decided to.
He's a very successful man, my brother. Sells automobiles. Lots of property. Very proud of my brother. Well, you lousy tight-business bastard. You don't care that he's dead? You never care that he's dead? I miss him. My dad. You know what I mean?
Tom, come on, we gotta get out of here. Somebody's gonna come.
Why do you have to go and die? Will doesn't care that he's dead, but I miss him. I do. I miss him.
That was 14 years ago.
What? Oh, how much money you got left? Huh?
A couple of bucks.
It's too bad. If I had 10 bucks, I'd swear I'd take you over to Kate's in Monterey's. It's a lot of money. It's worth it. I think got a circus over there. Damn this thing. You ever been to a whorehouse circus?
No, I haven't.
Funny what they say. Whore's making the best wives. Who ever thought the opposite is true? Guess old Adam Trask just never even thought about it, you know? Got his own way. You said you knew. You said you knew. Oh, God. Get out of here. Go on, get away from me. Go on.
Devil's machine. It's going to corrupt the youth of America, and you see if it doesn't.
Oh, my goodness, Lee, don't be so antediluvian.
Yeah. There's something on your mind, Cal?
Well, the truth is, Aaron and I had this idea we've been kicking about. Aaron, do you want to tell him?
What?
Well, you see, with Mother's Day coming up real soon, Aaron and I thought we'd like to send a wreath, have it placed on our mother's grave.
Well,
I think it's a fine idea. What do you say, Father?
I think it's most commendable that you and your brother feel you'd like to make that kind of gesture.
But see, we don't know where the grave is. What state, even. We thought you could help. You could tell us where to send it. Give us the address.
A wreath is a very fragile thing, son. It wouldn't stay fresh all that way.
I thought about how to keep it fresh. I figured it out. Look,
What's that?
mastodon.
A what?
Prehistoric elephant.
Yes, 100,000 years old. They found it in Siberia, frozen in the ice. They cut off a piece, and they ate it.
Yuck.
No fooling. The meat was still fresh, sweet as a pork chop. And I thought we could do the same thing with the wreath. We could pack it in ice, and it would keep it fresh. So what do you say, Father? Should we do it?
You let me study this a bit. I'll let you know later.
Why don't you tell me now? I mean, we're both willing to pay the freight cost, Aaron and I.
Darn it, Cal. You let it go.
Why, Aaron? What are you getting so peevish about? She's your mother, too. Even if she is dead. I mean, she's not gonna bite you. Unless, of course, you're afraid of ghosts.
Why don't you shut up, Cal? Why don't you just shut up?
Who asked you? I didn't notice anybody make you a member of this family, yet.
And that will be quite enough out of you, Caleb.
Yes, Father.
Aaron, where are you going? Abra?
Imagine all that fuss over a little wreath. You're gonna tear my pants.
And I won't stop there either if you don't give me your hand. I know that must have been painful for you back there. I'm sure it wasn't easy growing up without a mother.
Why do you say that? How could I miss what I never had?
I've watched you. I could tell.
She was a beautiful lady, you know. Pure and fine.
Have you seen pictures of her?
No, no pictures. I guess Father couldn't bear to keep them around. But even now, even after all these years, he still thinks about her. Sometimes I'll see him when he doesn't realize anyone's watching, looking off, kind of lost and sad. And I'll know he's thinking about her. And remembering the short, sweet time they had together. And how she died and was taken from him. That's why sometimes if he seems kind of cold or distant.
Aaron, you listen to me. I'm sorry for your father and his life, but it's you I care about. And I'm sad for you, having to grow up all alone like you did. I'm gonna spend my life making it up to you.
I'm not exactly an orphan, you know.
Cal tries to vex me. That's the whole of it.
Cal needs you. If he can't get your attention in good ways, he'll try other ways.
Right. Maybe I'll take him into business with me.
Business? What business?
Refrigeration. I believe it's the coming thing. Here, read this if you get a chance.
Oh, yes, don't forget. Order that new icebox. And just charge to my account at Allison's. Lee! What are you doing?
Your Mastodon meat has begun to stink.
This is a very important undertaking. A true scientific advancement.
I have a very important undertaking for you. The cellar hasn't been cleaned out in 3 years.
Good thing I never remarried, or I'd have 2 old women bossing me around now.
How could you take another wife? You never bothered to divorce the first.
Father. Aaron! I didn't hear you come in. Where have you been? With Abra?
No, sir. Father, there's someplace I would like you to come next Sunday.
Certainly, son. Where is that?
You too, Lee. You're invited also.
St. Paul's Episcopal Church most cordially invites you to attend the confirmation of Master Aaron Trask.
Do you hear, in the presence of God,
Congratulations, Trask. I didn't realize your boy had a religious bent.
Yes, well, came as a pleasant surprise to me.
Not me. Why, us Trask have always walked in the way of the Lord. My maternal grandfather was a missionary in Africa.
Well, I didn't realize that. Is that so, Trask?
Sure thing, he got eaten up by pygmy cannibals. They bit him off at the knees, he just fell to the ground, gobbled him up like vanilla pudding.
Excuse me. I see Will Hamilton over there. I must speak with him for a moment. Will, talk to you a minute.
Congratulations, Adam. It was lovely.
Thank you. Will, I wonder if I might get your opinion on something.
My opinion.
You are the most successful businessman with whom I'm acquainted, maybe the only one.
As I keep telling you, Adam, if you just come down and join our Masonic Lodge, you'll meet any number of successful...
And I've been thinking about just that. I've been thinking a lot about it. But I wonder if just now I could prevail upon you for a few moments of your time.
It's Sunday, you know. It's a wonderful car, really, it is. Well, I'll tell you what. Meet me in my office in half an hour.
Thank you. Now, I'll be there. Thank you very much.
Mr. Trask, we're all very, very proud of Aaron, as I know you must be.
Yes. Yes, I am, son.
Thank you, Father. I understand you're not an Episcopalian.
I was told my mother was a Theosophist, but I never knew her. And I'm sure my father prayed directly to the God of war. I've always thought of myself as a soft-shelled Methodist.
And you, Mr. Lee?
I'm a heathen, thank you. Just visiting.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
I imagine once your son has a church of his own, you'll be moved to join the fold.
Church of his own?
Yes, of course. Aaron has already discussed this with you.
Oh, yes, of course.
Naturally, there's college.
What I
want to
say is,
first.
Aaron, I think it took a lot of grit to do what you did in there. More than I would have had. Converting and all and not knowing how Father would react. Well, what I want you to know is I'm very proud of you too, Aaron.
You mean it, Cal?
Sure I do.
Thank you. Thank you. Listen, maybe you'd like to stick around a while. I know Reverend Rolfe would love to talk to you.
I can't. Father and I, we've got a business appointment.
What kind of business?
Lettuce.
Lettuce.
It's what we grow the most of in this valley, isn't it? Think about it, Will. What wouldn't the folks back east give for a nice, fresh head of lettuce in the middle of winter? Or peas, or cauliflower.
All right. I'm thinking about it.
Now, I've been down to look at those fruit cars the railroad built. They stand empty most of the winter. And I've been thinking, I could buy the ice plant here in Salinas, try and ship some things.
I don't know how I got into this. I know better. Man comes to me for advice about an idea. I know he doesn't want advice. He wants me to agree with him. If I want to keep his friendship, I tell him to go ahead with his idea, that it's fine, and to go ahead with it and be damned.
Now, I don't know what you're getting so upset about, Will. It's only an idea.
Idea. Don't tell me about ideas. I was raised on ideas. In my family, we had ideas for supper. Lots of times we had ideas instead of supper. And every time we'd get a little ahead, put a little money by, my father or Tom would go out and patent something. I'm the only one in my family except my mother who didn't have ideas, and I'm the only one who ever made a dime. Don't tell me about ideas!
Don't you make Sam Hamilton sound like some kind of criminal!
Right. He was my father, and I loved him. I just wish to God he had let ideas alone.
How do you know this isn't a good idea? About the lettuce?
Because people back east aren't used to vegetables in the winter. Because your cars could get stuck on a siding. Because the market's controlled. You know, it really makes me angry when babies think they can ride into business on an idea.
Don't you understand, Will? I won't be doing this for the money. It's just something I feel could be useful. Important.
Fine. You got 40 or 50,000 to throw away in a good cause. Welcome to the Communist Party, Brother Trask.
I'll take an automobile, Will.
How's that?
I said I would like to buy a car, unless, of course, you feel that's not a good investment.
Oh, it is. It is indeed. Outlast a horse by 15 years, and I've never known of one to come down with a twisted gut. Except, well, I just would have thought you'd be the last man in the valley to buy a car.
Is that so? And if your father was still alive, Will, do you suppose he would have an automobile?
Oh, yeah? Oh, yes. Probably have an idea how to make it double as a milking machine.
Well, that settles it then. I'll take this one.
Oh, I'm afraid this one's already sold. In fact, all of these are spoken for. To tell the truth, I'm having one hell of a time getting enough cars to fill my orders with. I have a whole list of people waiting for them.
Perhaps you could put my name on the list.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. The first cancellation I get, that car's yours.
It's very kind of you, Will. Shall I give you the money now?
Certainly not, certainly not. A 25% deposit will be more than sufficient. Adam, wait up. Adam! Listen, you've been a good friend to my family, so let me give you what you came here for. Some free advice.
What's that, Will?
Beans.
Beans.
This war in Europe's going to go on for a long time. And once we get into it...
Now, I don't believe we will.
Be realistic, man. How long do you think Wilson can go on letting the Kaiser sink American merchant ships? We're getting into it all right. And when there's war, there's hungry people.
And you think there's a profit to be made out of that, hmm?
There's going to be fortunes made in imperishable foods. Rice, corn, beans. They don't need ice. They keep. And people can stay alive on them. Beans are up to 3 cents. And I wouldn't be surprised if they went up as...
You bring my automobile over when it's ready, hmm?
Sure thing, Adam. Sure thing.
Thank you, Will. Let's go, Jim.
Sir, what are you going to do? What are you going to do about Mr. Hamilton's advice?
I think I'll buy the ice plant.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Hey, Dan! Dan!
Yeah.
You know anything about those 3 cars standing over there in Section 7?
I see the paperwork on it when they come in. I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah. All right, John, we'll take care of it. Dispatcher says they have a concern in New York. Should have rolled out of here 5 days ago. He wants to go over and check him out. Smells like something crawled in there and died. Whoever owns this slop better send someone out to clean it up.
Am I wiped out?
Close. You've got about $9,000 left. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
You're a long time rejoining the human race. You're not going to crawl back down into your hole because of this.
It was a good idea. Just some bad breaks ruined it, that's all.
Some folks just love to see a rich man fail. They are going to cackle like Corbies.
I don't care. Cold does preserve things. I still believe refrigeration is going to revolutionize.
It's here! Father! Aaron! Lee! It's here! They delivered our car! Father! Where's Aaron? Aaron! Aaron! It's here! They delivered our car! Aaron! What? The automobile's here! Oh, boy! Come on! Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Hello, Will.
Hi, Mr. Hamilton.
How long can we get by on $9,000?
Depends. The ice plant brings in a little. If we live carefully, don't buy anything we don't need, like automobile.
You don't want me to tell Will I can afford to take the car I ordered? You know, I've given a deposit, and that is as good as my word. It's better.
What's this? Don't go fooling
What would you like for supper? Roast pig or roast pride?
Oh, of course it's fine. Well, here she is, Adam, just as I promised. Congratulations.
What do you think, Father?
Any word on your lettuce? Bit overdue, isn't it?
Excuse me.
Nothing yet. But I expect I'll hear by tomorrow.
Let's go for a drive.
Why did he have to mess with things he doesn't know about?
And don't you blame your father. If his scheme had worked, everybody in town would be bowing
Well,
to
it
him.
didn't work. He sure fixed me. I can't keep my head up in this town. You know what they go calling us around town, Cal and me? Lettuce heads. Oh, you think that's funny?
I've heard.
I think I hate him for that.
You stop talking like that.
It's just that I want to get out of here. Everybody's sneering at me. I can't stand it here.
You graduate soon, you'll go away to college.
Sure, and how am I going to go to college now without money?
You mean he lost everything?
Pretty damn near.
Well, I'll help. I'll quit school and I'll work.
I can't let you do that.
Why not? It would be for us. Oh, Aaron. I do love you so.
Oh, Aaron, I love you so. Aaron, I don't care if you're poor. If you marry me, we'll live on lettuce. That's it. Then we'll go to Alaska, where the ice never melts and the lettuce never wilts. And we'll change our names, and we'll be Mr. and Mrs. Lettuce
Hey, Mick. Pretty funny, huh, Mick? What's the matter? Don't you know any good ice cream jokes? Maybe something about baked Alaska.
Aaron!
Out! I said get out!
That's still fair now. 2 against 1.
Sorry. I don't know what happened here. I just lost my head. Aaron, this one's all yours.
Artie, get out of here. Get out. Come on. Out.
Aaron, we did don't need you mixing in. I could have handled it myself without fighting.
Aaron, they had it coming.
Turn the other cheek. Is that what you had in mind?
Listen, if it wasn't for you, none of this would have happened in the first place. Your lousy frozen Mastodon, that stupid idea to send a wreath to our mother's grave.
So, what if she's not moldering in some graveyard in Connecticut, Aaron? What if she's...
No, don't.
What do you want?
Kate.
What do you say?
Are you Kate?
Who do you suppose I am? Mother Goose? What do you want? Who are you?
Get out of here, Johnny.
Go on, beat it.
Settle down, everybody. Take it easy. Take it nice and easy. Place is surrounded. Don't make trouble. Everybody, nice and easy. Don't let him get away. Get him, get him. Now. Take it easy. Take it easy now. Take it easy. Never know. Easy now. Easy. The place is surrounded. Keep it going. Okay. You guys line up quiet now. Line up straight now. Name.
John Smith, sir.
And. Name.
Joe Smith, sir.
And. Name.
Fred Smith, sir.
Seems as how we rounded up every Smith in town tonight. Step in. Name.
Woodrow Wilson, sir.
President of the United States caught in a whorehouse raid. How do you suppose the press would treat a thing like that?
Well, they won't know if you don't tell them, sir.
Sounds fair. Step on in there, Woodrow. Name.
Roy Smith, sir.
Smith.
Anything else?
Do what you're gonna do. Go ahead, get it over with.
I failed you, haven't I?
What do you mean?
Do you go out often at night?
Yes, sir.
Why do you go?
I don't know. I get restless at night. Like an alley cat, I guess. When I can't sleep, I just walk around.
Does your brother walk around too?
No. Aaron wouldn't think of it. Aaron's not restless.
I don't know. I don't know anything about you.
I'd have told you if you'd asked.
But I didn't, did I? No, I'm as bad a father as my father was.
We don't think you're a bad father.
How would you know? You've never had any other kind.
You have a right to be angry. I was in jail.
Well, did you do anything wrong?
No, sir, I swear. But I was just there. I guess just being there is wrong.
Is it? Once, I was just there. Just passing through. I went to jail for it.
I don't believe it.
Sometimes I don't either. It was after I got out of the Army. I did a year on a chain gang in Florida. That's how they got their roads built, arresting vagrants.
You were a vagrant?
Well, I'd like to think of a better name for it, but I can't. And they would have kept me in that place for another year, but I escaped. Robbed a store. I stole some clothes.
I don't believe it.
Well, later I sent money to pay for the stolen clothes. Of course. So you see, we're just a pair of jailbirds. You and I.
Yeah. I guess we are.
And I'd like to think now that maybe, now that we have that in common, well, we will be able to talk more about you. You? About your brother?
Sure.
Lee?
Lee's gone up to his room. I'll heat up the coffee for you.
No, Lee can do it.
Lee?
I'd like to.
All right. I'm asking.
About?
You. Tell me about yourself. You said you would.
Well, this is not so easy when you try.
I understand. Your brother, then. Maybe that's a better place to start.
Aaron. Well, that's easy. He's not like me. He's good. I mean, he's really good. He's not mean. He never complains. He's brave. Doesn't like to fight. But he will when he knows he's right.
Do you love your brother?
Yes, sir, I do. Sometimes I hurt him for no reason at all. Sometimes I cheat him and trick him. Sometimes.
You hate him?
Yes, sir. How did you know that?
I grew up with a brother.
Uh-oh! Grab it! Oh. Ah! Oh!
I'm sorry.
That's all right. It has to boil over to taste good. Oh!
I don't hate my brother now. I don't think I ever will again. I don't think I'll ever hate anybody, not even my mother.
You know about your mother?
Yes, sir.
All about her?
Yes, sir.
Does Aaron know?
Oh, no. No, sir. He doesn't.
Why'd you say it like that?
I wouldn't dare tell him.
Why not?
I don't think he could stand it. I don't think he has enough badness in him to stand it.
But you do?
Aaron doesn't go near places like that.
You've been there?
Yes, sir. I had to know.
Suppose someone were to tell Aaron.
He probably wouldn't believe it. He'd just knock down whoever told him and tell himself it was a lie. Father, I've thought about it. I know how we can keep Aaron from finding out. We're graduating in a few months. If Aaron went off to college, lived away, never came back here. I know. There's not much money for that. But I can help. I really can.
But you. Don't you want to go to college?
Cal.
Sir.
Son. He knows about his mother.
Yeah.
didn't seem to have hurt his disposition much.
Good morning, Cal.
Good morning, Mr. Hamilton.
Shouldn't you be in school or something?
Yes, sir, I suppose I should. I need some advice. It's a lot more important than being in school right now. That's why I've come to talk to you.
Well, I'll be glad to help you if I can, Cal. What is it you need to know?
I want to make a lot of money. I want you to tell me how.
Well, everybody wants that, son. What do you mean exactly by a lot of money?
$20,000 or $30,000.
Good Lord. And can you tell me why you need so much?
My father lost a lot.
I know. I warned him.
I want to make enough to give him back what he lost.
Why?
Because I want to.
Are you fond of him?
Yes, sir, I am.
How do you expect to make this money?
Maybe farming. I thought I'd graduate soon from school, and my father might let me take over our ranch when the lease is up.
I want to ask you a question. I want the truth. Will you tell me the truth?
I don't know.
I like that. How do you know till you've heard the question, right? That's honest. And it's smart. Listen, you've got a brother. Does your father like him better than you?
Why do you ask me that?
I just asked, that's all.
Is it because your father liked your brothers better than you?
You've asked me for something. Now, I'm a businessman. I don't give things away, I sell them. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, if you should get this money and give it to your father, would it cross your mind at all that you were trying to buy his love?
Yes, sir, it would. And it would be true.
Let's go for a drive. Look at it now. Did you know I built that? With my father and my brothers. My father. You know, he didn't make a damn penny on the whole thing. Fella down there, Rentani. Your father's tenant. He's a good farmer. Think he makes any money at it? The man who buys from him and sells, he's the one who makes the money. What do you suppose the present price of beans is? How much could you sell 100 sacks for in Salinas?
Maybe 3.5 cents a pound.
You've been doing your homework. Good. Now, if we were to guarantee Mr. Antoni down there, say, 5 cents a pound, and give him a seed loan, don't you think he'd put his whole 500 acres into beans?
Sure.
You bet he would. So would every other farmer around here. We could contract for 5,000 acres of beans. But what, you ask, would we do with 5-cent beans in a 3-cent market?
Well, if Mr. Wilson was to take us into this war with
There's
Germany...
a smart boy, smart boy. I just happen to have a contract with the British purchasing agent and a friend in the Quartermaster Corps. Cal, would you like to be partners with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Will.
Yes, Will.
I don't like to take a partner without money. I could lend you the money, but there's trouble in that.
I can get the money.
Can you? Where?
I won't tell you where I can get it.
I may be a fool, but I believe you. And I'm no fool. Partner.
Partner.
Shall we go down and have a little chat with Mr. Antoni?
What'd you get the ignition for?
$5,000?
Short-term loan. Return guaranteed. Interest compounded monthly. Whatever rate you say.
And what makes you think I've saved that much?
You never buy anything except books and Chinese brandy. Unless you've taken up opium and bad women.
I'm afraid I'm too young for the one and too old for the other. So, you've caught me at the right moment.
Good.
This is a business venture, you say. Do you care to tell me the nature of it?
It's okay, Lee. If you can't see your way clear, there's someone else I'll ask.
Oh? And who's that?
My mother.
Your mother?
My mother.
You know, if it were Adam Trask asking, I'd say no and count myself the richer for it. But you, I have a feeling I'll be seeing my money back. You and I will go to the bank in the morning.
What do you want? This isn't the first time you followed me around. What do you want?
Nothing.
You're the one that came upstairs the night of the raid. Who told you to come here?
Nobody.
You're not going to say the truth, are you?
You're my mother. I just wanted to see what you look like.
What are you talking about? Who are you?
I'm Cal Trask.
Come with me.
Ralph, tea, 2 cups. Close that door. Bring that chair with you. Close the door. Don't stare. So you want to see? There. Look at it. It's arthritis. God, these gloves hurt my hands. You'll probably get it. Your great aunt had it. My mother was just beginning to get it when Ralph? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
Leave the tea tray out there and go.
Yes, ma'am. I'll set it right out here for you.
Go outside, bring in the tea tray. Ralph! There's a litter in the parlor. Clean it up. Anne hasn't cleaned up her room. Give her one more warning. Tell her it's the last. Ava got smart last night. I'll deal with her. And Ralph, tell the cook if he serves carrots again this week, he can pack up. You hear?
Okay, Miss Kate.
Pigs would rot if I didn't watch them. For the tea. What's the matter? You don't like my room?
Not much.
I do. The light outside hurts my eyes. I'm coming here to rest. Had a belt special. For the tea. Hurts my hands. What about you?
I don't like tea.
Well, what do you want? Or did you just come here to look at me?
Yes, ma'am.
Well? Are you satisfied? How do I look?
All right. All right.
Might have known you'd cover up. Where's your brother?
At school, I guess. Or at home.
What's he like?
He looks more like you.
Who does he? Well? Is he like me?
He wants to be a minister.
Looks like me and wants to go into the church. Slick way to turn a buck. Might have gone to that line myself if I were a man.
Aaron is serious about doing the Lord's work.
Oh?
He's studying with the Reverend Mr. Rolfe at St. Paul's Episcopal Church.
Where's that?
What do you care anyway?
I said, where is that?
Right there. In Salinas.
You're smarter than he is, aren't you? You torture him, don't you, your brother? You cheat him and trick him and make his life miserable every chance you get.
What makes you think that?
Because you have me in you.
I don't. I don't even know you.
Don't you? How's your father?
Why did you shoot him?
You like him, don't you?
I love him. Why did you shoot my father and run away from us?
Did he tell you that?
No. He never told us.
Must have been a Chinaman. Does your father have any women, any girls come to the house? Does he see anyone?
No.
I thought not.
I want you to tell me why you shot my father.
Because he tried to stop me! I could have killed him, but I didn't. I just wanted him to let me go.
Did you ever wish you stayed?
God, thought he could tie me down. Just because he took me in when I was all hurt and broken up. And he cooked for me, and he waited on me, and he counted on my gratitude. Oh, how he counted on that to make me his drudge and his own free whore. And he couldn't hold me. Not him. And his Chinaman. And his Sam Hamilton all together. Even when I was a little girl, I could do anything I wanted. They never knew how I did it. They never knew how to handle me. They never understand our kind, do they, Charles?
My name is Caleb. It's in the Bible. Caleb got to the promised land.
Well, Caleb, I believe you are my kind.
I'm not.
Why shouldn't you be? You're mine. Of course you are.
And you know what I think? The light outside doesn't hurt your eyes. You come in here because you're afraid.
Get out.
I'm going. I don't hate you. But I'm glad you're afraid.
Go on! Get out!
The Lord be with you.
And with thy spirit.
Let us pray. O Lord, show thy mercy upon us.
And grant us thy salvation.
O God, make clean our hearts within us.
And take not thy Holy Spirit from us.
You boy. Come here. Does your brother know about me?
No.
I don't want him to know about me. Is that clear?
Sure.
Ralph, give the kid some money.
What's all that racket, Lee?
Where are the boys?
Over in the square, probably. They won't be home for a while. I hear there's going to be a big war rally at the gymnasium.
Well, wouldn't you be pleased to see this day?
You got shot out of one war and waited your whole life for another.
I expect you'd be putting that up now.
He was a thief.
What are you talking about? I've seen the portfolio of clippings. Your father's buried at Arlington. The vice president of the United States was at his funeral. And
He was a thief. I told my brother he wasn't, but he was. He stole from the GAR.
I don't believe it.
It doesn't matter.
We're gonna whip them iron, ain't we for? Whoa! Oh, well, he was right. That's what I say. One American is worth 20 of them damn foreigners in a strap. Why, we're gonna be in and out of that war in 15 minutes, and I'm a damn speckled egg if we don't.
You're damn no matter what you do.
Hey! What are you, some kind of a Kaiser?
There you are.
You
I gotta talk to you.
Later, okay? Come on.
Will! 10 cents a pound! And going up! When do we sell? 12 and a half, 15 maybe! That's great! We're rich! We're rich!
Attention, please! May I have your attention? Let's form a parade!
My boys, Will? I just saw Cal. He's swimming downstream someplace. Say, Adam, wait a bit. I need to talk to you. There was a meeting this afternoon in Henry Stanton's office. We got orders to put together a draft board for Salinas. We'll want you to be on it. Me? Why me? Well, you were in the Army, weren't you? You know what it takes to be a soldier. You do it, Will. You've got no sons to pass on. Leave me out. You'll be on that board. It's your duty.
You decided what?
I have to live a life of purity, in body as well as spirit. I will not give in to the pleasures of the flesh as others do. It's my particular ministry to lead a life of abstinence.
You're joking, right? You're just teasing me to see how I react.
No, I'm not. I've discussed this with the Reverend Mr. Rolfe. And while he doesn't entirely agree with my decision, he does feel that if the Lord has touched me in this way, that...
Aaron, I've planned half my life to have your children and to marry you.
I know this will be difficult for both of us.
Oh, I don't think it'll be difficult for you at all. I think you're scared to death of sex.
Abra, I will not have you speaking like that.
I'm sorry, Aaron. I'm sorry.
Abra.
How do I know why Aaron would say a thing like that? Maybe somebody told him you talk in your sleep.
I might have known you'd make some sort of smart aleck remark. I only ask you because Aaron loves you and respects you so much. Why? I swear, I don't understand.
Abra, wait up. That was a rotten thing to say. I don't know why I said it.
I do, because for some reason you seem to hate me. I don't know what I ever did to you.
Come on.
Where? Cal, don't. Where are you taking me? Cal! Cal, don't. Cal! Cal! Where are you taking me?
Someplace where we can talk, isn't it? What did you want to do, isn't it? Talk?
I know all about the places where you go. I don't want to go any place with you.
Do you?
You stop this thing and you let me off.
Too late. Put you in a box. Here. Ladies first.
Lettuce head.
You're a runner.
Cal.
Sort of a phase Aaron's going through. See if he's worthy of his church, or if he's truly gotten the vocation from God. You'll see. He'll go to college, they'll knock the starch right out of him, he'll come back randy as a billy goat.
Cal,
Yes.
if I ask you something personal, would you tell me?
I might.
You do bad things, don't you? I mean, you go around at night. You even go to bad houses.
It's not something I'm proud of. It's not something I want to brag about.
But you've been with women? I know this must sound terribly wicked, and I know Aaron would turn into a pillar of salt if I ever said it to him straight out. But I was kind of looking forward to... There can't be anything wrong about two people who love each other being close, can there? I mean, even ministers do it, don't they?
Some do. Except I know for a fact that the Reverend Mr. Rolfe doesn't even go to the bathroom.
Really?
You see, he has no body, only false hands and feet sticking out of his sleeves.
That's a terrible thing to say.
It's true. He doesn't even go to bed at night. They have to hang him up on a hook, put him in the vestry. It's true.
Does Aaron know his mother's alive? It's okay, Cal. I know. Does Aaron know?
I think part of him knows. I think part of him doesn't want to know. How could he admit to himself? His own mother just packed up and left him.
You did?
We're different, Aaron and me. We're not true twins. We both come from separate eggs.
You've seen her, haven't you? Is she beautiful?
Yes, she is. Beautiful. At least she must have been. She's like Aaron. Beautiful. Maybe that's why.
Why what?
Nothing.
Tell me.
Maybe that's why my father always loved Aaron best, because he reminded him of her. Abra. Have you ever gone up to the Alisal in the spring when the wild azaleas are in bloom?
No, I haven't.
There's a stream up there. Sort of bumbles over the round stones. You can see the Gabilan Mountains east of the valley. Those pink flowers are everywhere.
I never would have thought you'd be interested in something like that. Maybe you'll take me to see it sometime.
Get Aaron to take you in the spring. Get Aaron to take you there.
I'll ask him.
We were only talking, that's all.
About what?
About you, if you must know.
All afternoon.
Aaron, she loves you. She wants to marry you. She just doesn't know why you're such a wet sock.
Why don't you just butt out of my life?
You don't know what you've got there. That girl, she'd sleep with you right now if you only asked her.
You are disgusting.
Sorry! I didn't mean to offend you.
Well, it's not me you've offended. But you'll find out when your immortal soul goes spinning off to hell. The Lord takes note, Cal.
Well, at least one of us is saved. At least! I don't know why you're so damn smug. It doesn't seem to me any big thing to triumph over a sin that's never even tempted you.
I've been tempted plenty.
Have you? Then why don't you just try it once so you know what you're giving up first?
Where does it come from, Cal? How did you ever get such rottenness in you?
You really want to know? Because I'll tell you.
See you at Thanksgiving.
Me? Look out for those Stanford girls, Aaron. Bye. Bye, Aaron.
Right, we're gonna wait. 14 10. Oh, get the phone. Get it in.
You get your mop, mister, and take that water up off my floor.
Would you settle for your money back?
What did you do? Hold up a train? I told you I didn't want interest.
I know, but I may want to borrow it back. Cigar?
Aaron's coming home for Thanksgiving. I've already had a letter from him ordering chestnuts in the turkey stuffing.
Order champagne, Lee. I'll pay for it.
Really, Mr. Rockefeller? Any special vintage?
No fooling. I want this to be a terrific party, Lee, because I've got a surprise for my father. Sort of a present I want to give him.
An offering? Not the fruit of the ground, I trust.
I don't understand.
A poor joke. Forget it.
What kind of thing is that? You don't want to go back to college. Did you tell Father that?
Not yet.
Well, don't. It would break his heart.
I can't help that. I'm not suited. I just don't like it.
What you're trying to tell me is your grades aren't going to be too terrific, huh?
I didn't say that. It's just college isn't what I thought it would be. Mostly it's a bunch of kids in dirty corduroys and a bunch of horsing around. And I just want to come home.
What happened to your plans, Aaron? Becoming a minister and doing the Lord's work?
I think I'd rather take over the ranch and run it, me and Abra.
Listen to me, Aaron. I think I'm onto something. If you'll go back to college, I can get started laying a foundation. Then when you're finished, we can be partners. I'll have one kind of a thing. You can have another. It could be pretty good.
I don't know, Cal. I just don't know.
Do me a favor. Don't bring it up today. At least not until after the party.
Of course, that only happened after the dean discovered his horse was missing. Then Saturday nights, especially after a football game, some of the fellows and I go into Palo Alto, and well, I'm afraid you're going to have to hear about this one sooner or later, Father. Oh? We have a couple beers. All right. Sometimes more than a couple. Oh. That's more like it.
Oh. Well, I expect I did worse things at your age.
Oh, by the way, Father, I've been thinking about joining this fraternity because of this terrific bunch of guys I've been hanging around with.
Oh, well, a toast to Aaron's new fraternity. And to about the best Thanksgiving we've ever had.
Yeah, toast to that.
What's this?
It's a present for you.
Not even Christmas and I'm getting presents. I wonder what it is.
I'll bet it's a handkerchief. It must be a handkerchief.
What is it?
I made it. To give to you. To make up for losing the lettuce.
You made it? How?
Will Hamilton, we made it on beans. We bought futures at 5 cents a pound, and then when the prices jumped, it's for you. $15,000. It's for you. Those are new bills, brand new. Monterey County Bank had to send all the way to San Francisco for them. But I told him it was a present from my father, and I didn't want any of those dirty old bills.
You'll have to give it back.
Give it back? Give it back? To who? To who?
To the people you got it from.
The British Purchasing Agency. They can't take it back. They're paying 12.5 cents a pound for beans all over the country.
Then give it back to the farmers you robbed.
Robbed? We paid them 2 cents a pound over the market price. We didn't rob anybody.
At the draft board, I send boys off every day. I sign my name, they go off. And some will die. Some will lie helpless without arms and legs. Not one will come back untorn. I know because I've seen it. Son, do you think I could take a profit on that?
I did it for you. I wanted you to make back the money that you lost.
I don't want the money, Cal. Thank you for the thought.
I'll put it away. I'll keep it.
I won't ever want it.
You could have made me so happy if you'd just given me something like, well, your brother has. Pride in the things he's doing. Gladness in his progress.
Money, even clean money, can never stack up to that. Have I made you angry, son? Don't be angry. You want to give me a present? Give me a good life. That would be something I could value.
Don't be angry with me, son.
I brought you some coffee.
Thank you, Lee.
Don't do this, Cal.
Don't do what? Lee, I'm all right. So he doesn't want the money. I'll find something to do with it.
It doesn't matter if you lie to me, Cal. But you mustn't turn your anger inward, or it will fester and grow.
What do you want me to say? That I know why she shot him? That I know because, just like she said, I've got her in me.
Stop that! You hear me? Of course you've got her in you. You've got him too. You've got some of each. Everyone does.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Did Aaron take Abra home?
Yes.
Thank you for the coffee, Lee. You can go now.
Timshel, Caleb, thou mayest.
What are you talking about?
It's from the Old Testament. Thou mayest triumph over sin. For God's sake, listen to me, Cal. From here on, whatever you do is not your father, and it's not your mother. It's you. You do have a choice.
Aaron! Hi. I've been waiting for you.
Cal, I'm really sorry about this afternoon.
You couldn't help it. Forget it.
What are you doing?
I want to take you somewhere. I want to show you something.
What is it?
It's a surprise. It's very interesting. I think you'll be very interested.
Okay.
We take the car.
Okay.
It's something you're really gonna like.
Come on, you've been.
Please, promise you.
Cal.
Come on. Mother.
What?
Oh, no. I'd like to introduce you to your son, Aaron. Aaron, say hello to your mother.
No. 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 No.
I said, say hello to your mother!
Aaron, wait!
They don't know that I can make myself so small. So small.
Miss Kate? Are you all right?
Go away. Leave me alone. So small. They can't even see me. So small. So small. So small.
There's a rose that grows in no man's land, and is wonderful to see. Caleb? Yeah.
You smell like a bar rag. Have you been drinking?
Yes, sir.
Do you know where your brother is?
No, I don't.
Weren't you with him at all?
No!
He hasn't been home all night. Where is he?
How do I know? Am I supposed to look after him?
Go on. Clean yourself up.
Perhaps he just went on back to Stanford.
He wouldn't do that. Aaron would never leave without telling me. I'm going to go into town. I'm going to see if anyone's seen him.
You know what I did, don't you?
I can guess. Does burning the money make you feel better?
Not much. Why did I do it, Lee? Why did I do it?
Because your father hurt your feelings. Because your mother's a whore. Because you're just plain mean. Take your choice.
I don't want to be mean. I swear, I don't. Help me, Lee. Do you think Aaron will ever forgive me? Do you think my father will?
Adam! What's the matter with you?
Nothing. Tired. That's all. Just a little tired.
Did you hear anything about Aaron?
Strange, my hand seems numb. Aaron? Yes. I was down at the post office. And there was a telegram. They were about to deliver it. I think I read it. I must have read it. Maybe I need glasses. Here, Lee. You can tell me what it says.
Dear Father, I've joined the army. I'll be all right. Don't worry about me. Love, Aaron.
Funny, I thought I read it. I guess I didn't.
Nitric acid is usually purchased, but it may be made in the laboratory, as we'll do today, by distilling sodium nitrate and sulfuric acid. Now, the nitric acid condenses in the cool. Caleb! Caleb Trask, what are you doing here? Where are you going?
Man, this is sort of a family emergency.
But didn't he graduate last year? Well, let's continue with the class, shall we? Now, as I said, the nitric acid condenses in the cool.
What is it, Cal? What's the emergency?
The azaleas are in bloom.
So here you...
My brother isn't here, so I figured it's my place to do this for him.
Gee, I hope I'm not taking you out of your way.
No. No, you're not. My father. He just goes between the ice plant and the draft board. Waits around for letters from Aaron that never seem to come.
I know, I haven't heard from Aaron in over a month.
We know he's somewhere in the middle of France with General Bullard's 1st Division. But I think that war's gonna be over before he gets in any kind of real trouble.
I still don't understand why I just ran off and joined the army. Do you?
Maybe his grades were just too lousy. Maybe he just got patriotic all of a sudden. Some people say those big guns they're shooting off in Europe are spoiling the weather all over the world. Do you believe that?
I don't know.
Abra.
Yes?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking, that's a funny name. Abra. No, not funny. Only I've never known anyone else by that name.
I know. My father read it in a poem by Matthew Prior. Abra was ready when I called her name. And though I called another, Abra came. You see, he wanted a son, and I came instead.
Now he'll be getting one.
Oh, we will? I can hardly wait till my mother finds out about that.
When Aaron comes back, we both get married.
It's not gonna happen anymore. I don't love him. I tried to figure it out. When Aaron and I were children, we lived in a story that we made up. But when I grew up, the story wasn't enough because it wasn't true anymore. You see, Aaron, he not only wanted the story, but he wanted to know how it was going to come out. I think that's why he didn't really want to know the truth about his mother. Because that's not the way he wanted the story to go.
What about you?
Oh, I don't want to know how it's going to come out. I just want to be there while it's going on. I think I love you, Kat.
No, Abra.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't love me. I know.
What'd you do with the money?
Money?
You know, the $15,000. What'd you do with it?
I burned it.
You did what? You did? Oh.
All of it. One after another. Just burn them right up there.
I think I do love you, Carol.
I'm coming. Yeah, I'm coming.
Lee, who was it? Well, who is it?
Lee! Get the races, hurry! Before these flowers die! Lee! Lee, where are you? We need some... What is it? Is it Aaron?
Your brother is dead. Your father has had a stroke.
Don't let anyone stay too long. There's a leakage of blood in the brain. The right side is paralyzed and the left side partly. There's probably no sight in the right eye, but we can't determine that. Your father is practically helpless.
Can he talk?
Little with difficulty. Don't tire him.
Will he get well?
He could live a week or a month. He could recover. Or he might die tonight. We don't know.
Will he know me?
That you'll have to discover for yourself. Doctor.
I'm sorry. Father? Can you hear me, Father? Can you understand? I did it. I'm responsible for Aaron's death and for what happened to you. I took him to Gates. I showed him his mother. That's why he went away. I don't want to do bad things, but I do. I can't see it. I just can't.
Why is your sorrow more unbearable than mine?
I told him what I did. I killed my brother. I'm a murderer. Now he knows it.
He didn't say it.
He didn't have to. He said it with his eyes. It's in his eyes. There isn't anywhere I can get away. There's no place.
Cal. Listen to me. Adam's brain centers are affected. You don't know what he sees. You don't know if he accused you.
He accused me.
Go after him.
What will I tell him?
Do you love him? Go after him. Adam.
My brother's dead. My father's paralyzed because of me.
Didn't you hear me? I heard.
My mother's a whore.
I know.
I've got her blood, Amber. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
No. Where are we going? How far do you think you can run?
Not far enough. My father's gonna die. But I'll always remember his eyes. Looking at me. Telling me I killed my brother. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to hide. You tell me what to do.
Would you listen?
I don't know.
We're going back
Back where?
to your father's house. Come on. We'll cut across the field. Come on.
He's awake now.
Hebra, you come too.
not what you can hear or understand. There is damage in your brain. But try, Adam. Try to understand. Here is your son, Caleb. Your only son. Look at him, Adam. I don't know how long you're going to live. Maybe a long time. Maybe an hour. But your son will live. He will marry, and his children will be the only remnant left of you. He did a thing in anger, Adam, because he thought you had rejected him. And the result of the anger is that his brother is dead. Your son is marked with guilt, almost more than he can bear. Don't leave him with his guilt. Adam, can you hear me? Give him your blessing. Help him, Adam. Give him his chance. Give him your blessing. Can you move your lips